On August 26, 2024, the Home Assistance Neepawa in District or HAND hosted a successful Scooter Safety Day at the Bell MTS Parking Lot. This vital event focused on enhancing safety and independence for seniors and individuals with mobility issues who rely on scooters for their daily activities. The day featured an informative session led by an RCMP officer and Brandon Mobility, drawing 21 participants eager to learn more about navigating their community safely. The program aimed to empower scooter users with knowledge and practical tips, ultimately contributing to their overall well-being and confidence. Events like Scooter Safety Day are essential in fostering a safer, more inclusive environment for all community members. HAND's commitment to addressing the needs of those with mobility challenges highlights the ultimate goal of ensuring every individual can move through their neighborhoods with ease and security.
We were discussing a little bit before. There's kind of two schools of thought as whether you should view these as you're walking or whether you should view them as a bicycle, depending on which side of the road you want to travel on if there is no sidewalk. We were discussing perhaps it would be best for you guys, for your own individual safety, if you viewed it as if you were walking. So you're on the side where you can see traffic coming on, and then you just have to be really mindful. And if it's late at night at all, you can use your headlamp. If you're driving at night or in the evening where it might be a little dark. If it's during the day, just try to be as mindful as you can. Hug that left side as much as you can. Keep an eye on the traffic coming and go slow and steady. Oncoming traffic can be scary, but if it's on these side roads, hopefully people aren't going too fast. And if they do, then you can call us, and that'll be our job to stop them then. And then a point off of that, if you guys are on sidewalks or on the side of the road, and there's obviously a road, like an intersection, you're going to check all your ways before you go forward. But we also want to make sure that you guys extend that same courtesy to back lanes. So you guys all live in town, you know that back lanes are used quite frequently. That's not a thing in Vancouver. I'd never even seen a back lane before coming here. But I would extend that same courtesy where you make a full stop, maybe check both ways, oncoming, just to make sure that some kid isn't going to rip out of that back lane in his dad's car, and then you're halfway to the intersection and it's not looking good. Yeah. So we want to, obviously, the drivers around you guys have to follow their jobs, but because you guys are just on a scooter and not in an enclosed vehicle, it's your safety that's the higher risk. Even though you might have been doing the right thing, they're doing the wrong thing. We just want to make sure that we preach individual safety. So if that means stopping at every back lane, checking both ways, give a little honk of the horn, drive through, whatever makes you guys the safest. Because last thing we want is, even if it's the driver's fault, it's going to hurt you guys a lot more than it's going to hurt them, right? So individual safety is kind of the whole thing I'm pushing through.
And we've got to stop at every stop sign, regardless of your car.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
bike. A lot of bikes don't.
Yeah, a lot of bikes don't. But stopping at every stop sign, obviously you're not going to get off in crosswalks to walk, but you got to obey all the signs of the road that you would see as if you're driving, because you are driving a motorized vehicle, even though it's not considered the same as a vehicle as far as the law is concerned. But yield when you have to yield, check all your ways, stop at the stop signs, the red lights, things like that. And just make sure that you're safe while obeying all your guys' rules, and keep as much as you can, a 360 view of all the cars and what they're doing, as well as the other scooters. So no racing. No racing to Timmy's on Sunday morning. That one we might know. We might know if that happens. We'll see if we can give you a ticket or something. Any other questions for me?
I guess the other thing that I mentioned too is we don't have insurance on our liability insurance. So if we were going down the sidewalk and there was a back lane coming up and stop and we hit a vehicle
Yeah.
like that. It would likely be the vehicle's insurance would have to cover us.
Yeah.
But that driver would also have a responsibility on his insurance for his points, so we're not too late.
For sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is another thing why I kind of stress. I would like to see flags on every scooter in Neepawa here, and I made a deal with Tim that if he supplies the scooters or the flags, they'll be between $20 and $25. I will install a flag free of charge for you there. Is what it is, just to get the visibility. Because if you look around today, see the scooters with the flags on, see how visible they are. It really makes a difference. And if you're going down a sidewalk or you're crossing the street, there's a car coming way back, that flag sticks like that.
Yeah.
But, something that is really concerning me is just insurance liability. Because on these e-scooters, the two-wheel ones, they call them an e-scooter, those people go down the sidewalks, they're supposed to be on the street. And also, they're not stopping at stop signs. So if I came through and hit them, I would be in the wrong likely because, and they wouldn't have any insurance. If they tried to sue me, they'd have to sue my insurance for my car or whatever. So it is Michelle and I are trying to work together, and Don Chuby also, on getting some rules and working with the town and seeing if we can get them to implement something for us.
Yeah. So bylaws and things like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Something that protects you guys.
Yeah. Brian Headley, our mayor, would have liked to be here today, but he had a meeting in Brandon there. So I wanted to put him under the challenge of running a scooter and make it kind of real tough for him.
Yeah. The insurance thing is important to note as well. And just think about it like it's if you're on the roadway, it's you against the world a little bit. You gotta watch out for yourself. So if that's using your horn at people who are driving incorrectly, you lay on that thing. Like I love the horn. I mean I'm used to driving in Vancouver, so people cut you off, bam bam. It's just it is what it is. But you guys are all too nice out here. You don't use your horns. And I think you should more often. It's a pretty good tool. Because a lot of the times people just might not see you. It's about visibility, which the flags will help. And if visibility fails, then the next thing is hearing, right? Because I'm sure it would be difficult, and we don't want people to smell you. So hearing and seeing are the two good ones. So make sure you hop on that horn as much as you can.
I'm worried when I'm going down the street behind parked cars, because I can't always, if there's a half-ton truck sitting there,
Yeah.
or a big short box or a long box or whatever you call it, they can't see you, even with your flag.
Yeah.
And the flags, I've had 3 of them, 2 of them been stolen, and the other one was
Stolen?
The top half was taken. So mine was flag.
That's the flag,
And
man.
they have
That's
Another thing I suggest, or courtesy, if you're crossing, say, down by the Giant Tiger, where the crosswalk is, and if you start out into the street, don't always assume that vehicle is going to stop. Wait back. When those people stop, go across and give them a little wave. Thank you. I appreciate what you did. That really means a lot.
Yep.
When I'm driving behind a vehicle, especially in Safeway parking lot, I always watch for brake lights.
Yeah. Brake lights, and if you're approaching a vehicle, say parked vehicles, well, we're taught to do as well, and you guys can take a look while you're scanning under the vehicle quick, because then you can see if there's feet coming, or doors going to be swinging out, or people going to be walking across. So if one of the things that we're taught to scan a lot with the police, obviously, when I'm driving and there's parked cars, I'm looking at the road and then I'm looking under the vehicle, because you can see feet and things like that. If some kids all of a sudden gonna run across, you can catch those feet. Obviously, some vehicles are pretty low to the ground. You want to keep your focus here mainly, but that's something you can look at as well. Brake lights, feet under. If you hear a door close, you assume it's probably pretty close to you. That might be someone in the roadway. Just keep that heighten your sense a little bit to try to just protect yourself, right? And obviously other people, but focus on you and your own safety first is what I would say when you're driving these things. Because cars are tough. Any other? Well, if no other questions, I'm going to head off to
Get the speeder of the week.
do some cop things.
Thank you very much
Yeah,
for
for sure.
coming and talking
Yeah.
to us.
You guys have some fun on the
Very much.
obstacle course. Don't drive too fast. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, we let you off.
All guys on one side, all ladies on one side. I gotta just mention, it feels like I'm at a school dance where you're all on the walls waiting for the snowball to go in. But, okay, so we're here for scooters. The officer there, he mentioned a lot of good features for you, being you're a pedestrian still on these units, so treat yourselves as a pedestrian. I'll just go a little further with your charging and stuff for each scooter. I always say when you're going to bed, put your scooter to bed, so plug it in. That way you're going to get full life out of your batteries. Even in the winter time, if you're not using it, just plug in your charger, unplug it once or twice a week, and then plug it back in to recharge it. Because your battery charger will automatically shut off once your scooter's fully charged. So then you just got to recycle it by unplugging and plugging it back in. Then you don't have to call anybody in the spring to say, hey, my battery's dead. You come change them and do whatever. They'll still be going nice and far. I didn't realize. Yes.
Hey, anybody want
We're all standing.
your little barrel race? You see my barrel racing?
Yeah, so